Hey travel buddies, welcome back to Travel Pug, your guide and forever travel buddy. The best things to do in Richmond, Virginia include a nice mixture of activities for history buffs, city lovers, and people who appreciate being outside in nature. Whether you're interested in learning about the rich history of the state at one of the city's many museums, or taking a leisurely stroll along the James River, keep watching to learn about some of the best things you can do in Richmond, Virginia during your stay. First, we'll cover the attractions. The expansive Maymont Grounds are a must-see on any trip to Richmond. There are several gardens, an arboretum, a carriage collection, a farm, a nature center, and wildlife habitats on this 100-acre property that was once a mansion. Once the home of a wealthy Victorian couple in Richmond, the Maymont Mansion was donated to the city after their passing. The Gilded Age elegance of the mansion has been restored, and now visitors can tour 12 rooms to experience the height of luxury during that era. On your tour, you will see some truly remarkable pieces of furniture, including a bed that looks like a swan. The kitchen, wine cellar, laundry, butler's quarters, and maid's quarters are all located in the mansion's basement, which you will also get to explore. You will find out about the plight of the Maymont staff and the impact of racial tensions, and the fight for women's suffrage on the residents of the mansion. Maymont also features many authentic and well-preserved structures on the estate, such as a mausoleum, bridges, gates, and gazebos of various styles. Over 20 different horse-drawn carriages from the 18th and 19th centuries are on display at the Maymont Carriage House. Maymont's beautiful gardens are also a major draw for visitors. Along with its gorgeous flowers and shrubs, the Italian garden also features impressive fountains, statues, gazebos, and stonework. The Japanese garden is one of the oldest public Japanese gardens in the eastern United States, and it is the perfect place to relax and think. Over 200 species of exotic trees and plants can be found in the Arboretum, and there is also a butterfly trail full of nectar-rich flowers for visitors to enjoy. Many animal-related activities and attractions can also be found in Maymont. The Maymont Farm is home to a variety of animals, and there is even a treat dispensing machine for visitors to use. Nearby, in a one-of-a-kind museum, visitors can view aquatic life from the Chesapeake Bay and the James River, in aquariums holding more than 30,000 gallons of water each at the Robbins Nature Center. Finally, guests can explore the 40-acre valley, which is home to numerous native Virginia animal species: bison, black bears, bald eagles, bobcats, elk, hawks, foxes, owls, deer, and vultures are all possible sightings for early risers. The Virginia State Capitol is a must-see if you are in Richmond. Over $100 million were spent renovating and enlarging the historic structure, which Thomas Jefferson originally designed in colonial style. Guests can take a free one-hour tour of the building to see its impressive interior design. The Rotunda is home to an original marble statue of George Washington, which is one of the tour's most fascinating artifacts. There's also a gift shop, a cafe, and an exhibition space. Walking the grounds is also recommended because of the many memorials to notable Virginians that can be seen there. If you like what you have seen so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to Travel Pug so you do not miss any future videos. Next, museums. The Virginia Museum of Fine Arts is a must-see among Richmond's many museums. The museum's extensive and diverse art collection is on par with that of museums in much larger urban centers. The museum features modern and contemporary works from the United States, as well as works from Germany, France, England, South Asia, and Africa. The best collections in the country can be found in some of these places. In addition to its extensive collection of enamel works and valuable trinkets, the museum is home to the largest collection of Faberge jeweled Easter eggs in the country. Additionally, the museum has a sculpture garden, a gift shop, and a cafe where you can grab a bite to eat. The Virginia Museum of History and Culture is a great place to learn more about the history of the state. This museum has an impressive collection of items, totaling over 9 million. The story of Virginia is one of the most visited displays, and it covers 16,000 years of Virginia history through 500 documents, artifacts, maps, and more. In addition to murals depicting military scenes, you will find a collection of beautiful landscape paintings depicting the various regions of the state. The history of the state's silver industry and its weapons are also on display. These are just a sampling of the museum's extensive collections of historical significance. Both the Science Museum of Virginia and the Virginia Museum of History and Culture are located within a mile of each other. Here, the whole family can enjoy a good time while learning something new. The Dome, the museum's planetarium theater, where astronomy presentations and various films are shown, is among the most cutting edge in the world. Everything from movement to time to light to whole body health is represented in the displays. There are 4 floors of labs, artifacts, and many hands-on experiences. Additionally, visitors can watch educators dissect a sheep's heart, cow's eye, and sheep's brain in the museum's art lab, animal lab, and observation areas. These are merely a few examples of the Science Museum's many hands-on exhibits. The Valentine Museum is a great place to learn more about the history of the area. This museum houses rare collections and displays that detail the 400-year history of Richmond and its inhabitants. This museum opened before any other in Richmond. Costume and textile collections, collections of decorative and fine arts, and collections of industrial artifacts are just some of the exhibitions you might come across. Nearly 1 million objects document everyday life in Richmond and are part of their general collections. The adjacent Wickham House, a National Historic Landmark since 1812, is included in your museum admission price. Read on to gain insight into the 19th century, from the perspective of the wealthy property owners to that of the slaves who lived there. The Poe Museum is a great place to visit if you are a fan of literature because it commemorates the life and works of Edgar Allan Poe, who was born and raised in Richmond. The museum has the world's largest collection of Poe manuscripts and personal effects. Some of his childhood belongings, early copies of his novels, and other memorabilia will be on display. A magical garden with many artifacts of significance to Poe's life can be found behind the museum. In recognition of Poe's affinity for felines, the museum is also home to 2 purring felines. Lastly, outdoor recreation. If you want to spend 50 acres surrounded by flowers, the Ginter Botanical Garden is a lovely place to visit. In the midst of their beautiful botanical displays and extensive plant collections, you can find peace and quiet here. They have a large collection of exotic, tropical, and commonplace plants from all over the world in their 11,000 square foot conservatory. They also feature a number of themed gardens, such as an area dedicated to cherry blossoms, a garden dedicated to roses, a garden dedicated to children, and more. There is a gift shop with items made by regional artisans, in addition to the cafe and tea house. A stroll along the canal affords a splendid panorama of the James River. The 1.25-mile canal walk follows the river, winds through a residential area of the city, and ends at the world's only triple-line railroad crossing. There are numerous monuments, memorials, museums, and displays to see along the way. You'll also walk past some fantastic murals that were created during the city's first street art festival. If you'd rather take a leisurely boat ride, you can explore the canal from the water on a 40-minute historical tour. Several islands can be found in Richmond's James River, perfect for some fresh air and exercise. One of the largest islands in the James River. Pedestrians can cross a 1,000-foot bridge to reach Belle Isle. Hiking, mountain biking, rock climbing, and kayaking down the rapids are just some of the activities available on Belle Isle. Along the mile-long path, you can see things like an abandoned power plant and the foundations of a Confederate gun site. Belle Isle has beautiful views of the river and the city skyline of Richmond. That is about it for our recommendations of fun things to do in Richmond, Virginia. Which landmark would you prioritize seeing first? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed watching this video, give it a like and subscribe to Travel Pug for more videos like this. Bye.